Event is underway. There are other events underway. Sisisi Tolashe is the Minister of Social Development. She is now giving her reaction to the flooding in the Eastern Cape.
As well as the local council of this area. We also are welcomed by the provincial DSD. We have our officials. SASSA has been on the ground since this had happened, as well as the NDA. So the briefing that we're getting is exactly what is going on at the present moment, insofar as those who have found, unfortunately, deceased, the number that has not is still outstanding, and they are still busy trying to look for those. We also got to know there are those who got injured in the process. They are also registered. And all this has informed a situation where people became displaced and were given a brief on where they are and what's then going on for the fact that they are displaced and put into halls. We got, as DST portfolio, that we have been on the ground since that time. We are giving them 3 meals a day. We have with our partners here, Gift of Givers, who have provided all the logistical material that makes them to be able, a little bit comfortable, to sleep in those areas where they are. We also have the church, the clergy, who came to come and also experience closely, because they have committed that they will contribute something to make sure that people are at least getting some kind of a relief into the situation. Yes, this is a short plan, short time. The disaster management that is led by Minister Hlabisa is hard at work planning on what then is going to happen. Already we have heard that on Thursday there's going to be a memorial service for those who have deceased. It won't end there, because people are displaced, as we all know. There will be a plan that is going to dictate on what then happens when everything is subsided, how those people are going to be taken out of those halls, where are they going to be placed. And for those who have children and are children who got to be affected, SASSA is there to make sure that those who stay where we can identify them, those who don't have uniform and stuff, SASSA is providing all that so that when it's possible they can go to school, whilst you are still busy in trying to make sure that they are reinstated in a situation where it's acceptable for a human being. The government is hard at work. We congratulate Eastern Cape Premier in particular and his cabinet, as they were there from the word go when these disastrous news were publicized. He was there, he led his team, and he was talking directly to yourself on exactly what is going on. He was involved in making sure that those who could be rescued, he was part of that. We are very happy to see such provincial government who's not talking about that they care about their people, but we must see them hard at work. We join that. It really encouraged us to come. I'm here not myself only, I'm here with the DG of Development of Social Development. I am here with the CEO of SASSA. I am here with the CEO for NDA, which is the entire portfolio is here. So there will be no need for you to write a letter to anyone, but all decisions will be taken on the spot. But in the center of this, we all agreed that we must bring our internal audit committees so that as we spend, they can assist and look closer whether we are spent accordingly. We spend accordingly. If there's a need to redirect anything, that decision must be taken and informed, because we don't want to sit like it was the case with COVID, with fruitless and wasteful expenditure. We want to guard against that as early as when we are spending. And thank you very much.
Minister, thank you. My name is Malungelo. Just a quick one. My name is Malungelo, Booi from Newzroom Afrika. So while people have been housed in halls, right, there are those that still remain in communities, and they're battling. Some don't have food, some don't actually have water. Water seems to be one of the major concerns. Will you be talking to the municipality, the Ortambo district municipality, to at least provide water to some of the people that have been affected?
They are here. They have directed us. As such, when we are done here, we're going to get into those areas where many of them are kept, but also are going to visit individual families that are also to an extent displaced. Yes, water is a problem in the whole area of Mthatha for obvious reason. And this is why we have gift of givers with us, because they will provide such things, logistical things that will take time to be procured by municipality. But our partners like gift of givers can provide such. It is happening as we speak. Yes, it might take time sometimes, but also you must know that they must also procure those through their own processes to have water. It's important, but you can't just go and take water from a shop. You must buy. Before you buy, you must quantify. We're appealing to our people to be a little bit patient. Otherwise, their plight is known and recognized. Every one of us is here. Our partners are here to make sure that we rescue our people to the situation that they are in at the present moment.
What will you be telling the families that you visited? Families that have lost loved ones, the families that are still searching for loved ones.
Yes, fortunately, I'll be telling them that indeed I am with them on the loss that they've gone through. For those who have not identify theirs, we all know that our people specialists are busy in trying to find them. Divers and every resource that we have are hard at work in trying to make sure that we found them. Yes, it will not sound to them because they are devastated, but it's a reality that if our divers are there in trying to find them, when it's dark, it's become very difficult to get there because it's dangerous. But good about it, they are all there in making sure that we get even the last person. Those who have lost their loved ones, SASSA have committed to say we are assisting in this bereavement. We'll make sure that those people are buried decently. It doesn't matter what they have or what they don't have. Those who have lost their IDs, therefore, it will take time for them to get their birth certificates. SASSA and other departments are working with Department of Home Affairs, using our own data so that we can be able to say she or he was getting a grant and these are the details, so that their death certificate are issued quite early so that they can get the necessary respectful funerals.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you know at this stage, Minister, how many are displaced? How many are housing in these shelters? And you, just to double check, you did say that there are no provisions of yet as what's going to happen permanently.
What is going to happen permanently is what the disaster management is planning. Remember, you are unable just to thumbs up to say what's going to happen. Remember, for those who don't have houses at all, it means the Department of Human Settlement will have to provide temporary housing, which that is going to be done by them through disaster management. Those who have lost everything, as I've already said, that SASSA will be there to make sure that they get what. It does not matter how old are you. We will make sure that you eat on a daily basis, warm food. It will make sure that if anybody is deceased, the people will be buried decently. Those who don't have documents, as I've said, we are working with other sister departments to make sure that at least their death certificates can be provided. There is everything in place that will make us within a month to be able to produce a document that will say, here we are, all those who passed on will be buried decently. Those who still are not being found, they will be found, even if they will be not in a good shape. However, we trust our divers. They will bring back them so that they also receive those decent funerals. For those who are displaced, as I said already, the disaster management is hard at work to make sure that we'll give a meaningful plan that will make our people to go back to the lives that they normally lead and live. And really, once again, sithumela usizi kwabo bathe basishiya sithi mabalale kakuhle, abo basesibhedlele baphile ngokukhawuleza. Abantu abahlele eholweni sithumela ithemba lokuba bazawukhutshwa eziholweni urhulumente wabo. Sizame sisebenza nabo sisonke zi-departments ne-partners zethu sibakhuphe kule ngxaki bazifumana bekuyo. Enkosi kakhulu.
All right, Stephen, that is Social Development Minister Sisisi Tolashe, just briefing us as journalists after her meeting with some of the officials here at the Ortambo District Municipality. And what's going to happen now is that she is going to go to the local communities that have been affected by these floods. There's a number of them. I mean, they include communities like Dikoleni, Slovo Park, Polar Park and Thabo Mbeki area all have been severely affected, but she'll also be going to meet with those that are actually in community halls and churches and schools. That's where those that have lost their homes are actually being helped. And one of the things that is going to meet her, one of the things that she's going to see is the desperation and sadness from those that have lost everything in this disaster. We know that there's about 88 people that have been confirmed dead, and the search for more bodies is currently underway. And of course, authorities cannot say how many people have still not been accounted for. That on its own, then, Stephen, tells you about the magnitude and how massive this disaster and incident has been. And a number of people that we have been talking to from Mthatha, and especially those who have been affected by this, saying that they've never seen something like this in this particular area.